Hi folks, welcome to Barb Makes Things. Today I finished my Veneer chessboard.
Barb Makes Things! So I've got my Babinga board here that I'm going to be using for my base. And last week we laser cut pieces for my brother's Go board, and I also cut pieces for my chessboard. So I've got 64 of these little guys.
There are a couple suggested adhesives for veneers. Contact cement is a common one. Only thing is that most of the time when people are attaching veneers, they're putting a big sheet onto a large piece of wood, not putting little pieces into the center of something where there need to be gaps around it and glue could squish out the edges. And several of these adhesives direct you to apply the glue to both surfaces and then let it dry for a bit and then stick them together. And I had 64 of these tiny little squares to attach. My best idea for doing that was to put down a grid of super thin painter's tape. But I wanted to try a couple other things before investing all the time to do that. It's an experiment, we'll learn something. I used a thin strip of leftover veneer for a spacer. I tried my first row using the contact cement without waiting for it to dry first, and only on one surface. This kind of worked, but edges peeled up. Next row, I flipped the tiles and sprayed the back with the spray adhesive. These went on all right, though pretty messy. Some of it got onto the board between the tiles. The next row, I did the contact cement on just the one surface and let it dry a bit. That didn't do much better. It's still peeled, and it's tough to get a consistent layer on a 1-inch square piece without having a lot of excess. I let them dry, but none were working quite as well as I'd hoped. Kitten break! So I took a long visit to the hardware store. I got a new can of Super 77 and also decided to try some clear Gorilla Glue, which seemed like it should work fine applying to just one surface, the back of the tiles, and then applying them right away. It's also a better texture for spreading out evenly on those small tiles. First I used it to patch up peeling tiles. The Gorilla Glue rows went pretty well. For the last two rows, I finally caved and cut 3mm wide strips of painter's tape to make a grid for the remaining tiles. As predicted, this took a while. Then I sprayed both the baseboard and the tiles with spray adhesive. This worked pretty darn well. Curious that following the instructions gets best results. Who'd have thought?
I can see the messiness from this first round of the spray adhesive. I can see here where I used the clear Gorilla Glue. It leaked out the sides and is kind of glossy. Although I'm kind of liking the glossy, I think I might just do a coat over all of this, which should hopefully hide that and then just give all of it that nice look. Alright, so since I'm not 100% certain what the finish is on this thing, I'm going to test on another piece of the backing, a couple of finishing coats I've got some spray on lacquer, and wipe on poly. I'm using like my sharpest bead chisel to very carefully clean out any like excess dried glue. before I go over this whole thing again with the poly. It works much better than the lacquer, which I realize is a satin finish lacquer, so it's possible a glossy one might do better, but the poly looks good anyway, so I'm doing the poly. It is time.
And there it is. It's definitely easier to do a single big grid like we did for my brother's Go board than individually attach 64 little squares, but I do like how it looks. It's gonna be a monster chess set. I'll be modeling and printing all the pieces and probably painting them too. Keep an eye out for that coming soon. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Make sure to take a look at some of my other builds and how-tos. There are a lot of them. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you click the little bell, you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. If you'd like to get videos a little early and support my channel, you can visit my Patreon page. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.